everyone, welcome back to RTS and welcome to a short video. If I don't get to talking too much, I had to start this over. I started to ramble, started to go down a rabbit hole, so I had to stop myself. Yes, oh my goodness. I love and I don't love when that happens. But anyways, I wanted to show my Scrappy notebook. A couple people had asked me when could I show that? And so I thought that's what I would do. I'm in the process of converting some things over to my new notebook, and I thought I would show that. And why do I have to have a Scrappy notebook? I'll show you why. Let me just give you a visual. This is why I have to have a Scrappy notebook. Because near, I'd say October of 2018, my notebook got full. And I had so many notes and so many ideas and so many things I needed to do just in my Scrappy world in this. And it just drove me nuts because if I don't have a designated place for my thoughts are all over the place. They're on post-it notes, they're on notepads, or scratchbooks. I have to have a designated place. And this is why a planner has never ever been a perfect fit for me in my world in the way I think, because I always have a lot of ideas. I always have a lot of concepts. I always have a lot of plans, a lot of things I want to do, dreams, goals, list. That's why planners do not work for me. A simple notebook. And boy, the day when I realized that, it helped. I stopped trying to find the perfect planner. There is no perfect planner. I use a planner to plan my life, you know, as far as appointments and things. But after that, that's it. I don't rely on a planner. I rely on notebooks. That has really helped me. So I'm going to share my Scrappy notebook today. And honestly, I feel so much better that I got all the notes and stuff. And there is even a more pile of this, of just loose notes and loose post-it notes and loose papers that I threw away. And I'm done, you know, ready to put them away. But I still have this many that I have to transfer over. And this is what happens because in 2018, this was my notebook and it just wasn't big enough for, of course, I didn't plan on so much YouTube content. So that was why. Okay. So, you know, now that I do a YouTube channel, my Scrappy notebook has gotten bigger. Okay, so long story short, I wanted a 5-subject notebook, but I'm taking my spending freeze literally, spending zero on anything craft or Scrappy related. So I just dug in. You know, we always have always had a tote of school supplies, office supplies, and I just went with what I already had. And so my little girl said, "Mom, I think I will go buy you a 5-subject notebook. You can't keep going back and forth to 2 notebooks." And I said no, because I knew already one of this was not going to be enough. I wanted something bigger. I went with what I had, and so I'll just use 2 and be done with it. Okay, so I wanted to show, you know how when you buy these notebooks, this was, you know, clearance, school supplies, things like that. I don't plan on decorating these or anything. Nope, it's just a place to house my ideas. I'm not being creative in this. But you know how you get that sticky residue? I cannot recommend Undo enough. And I simply just will just put some on there and take a paper towel or a tissue and just wipe that stuff off. And that is how simple you can get this residue off anything. Okay? Whether it's your scrapbook pages or your cards or your planners or your notebooks. Anything. Look at that. And I always give it a second coat. And then, of course, there's a scraper on there if you need to use that. But I can't recommend this Undo enough. I love it, love it, love it. And, you know, there's my 25-cent notebook that I'm going to be using for the year. And it looks nice and clean. I do not like labels. They distract me. Okay, look at that. Okay, so there's my 50-cent notebook because they were a quarter a piece on clearance. Of course, you know they're yellow, so they had to come home for me. Okay, so when I see something like that, I'll buy 8 or 10 of them. And I just throw them in a tote of office supplies. And so what I simply did was I thought about it for a minute. I looked at all the different categories that I had in my notes and my notebooks, and I just had to get it all together. And I feel so much better that this is almost done. And so how I divvied this up, and I'm going to try not to make this too long, is that I divvied it up per month because I want to plan what I'm doing per month. Layout and stories ideas, that's the second most That's the second most important thing for me, is my layout and story ideas. Supplies, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. Quotes, I'm a quote girl. I love to have a place, and I used to rely on my planner for that, but planners just don't have enough extra paper for me to keep. So I decided to put them in my Scrappy notebook a couple years ago. Has worked since. Worked really well for me because quotes is just something I write and I use a lot. I use them on my pages. And then also, too, I have another notebook here that has series. This is basically for YouTube content, and then my ideas. This is the one that's the biggest category, and you can see how many it is. It's just random notes different ideas, things I want to do, things I want to try, that type of thing. And also too, when my subscribers give me suggestions, that's where it lands. And so I'll talk about these in just a little, a little bit more detail. And how I did my dividers is that I basically earmarked a certain amount of paper for this category. I know in my life that some categories I need more paper, and I know that as things go on, especially with my YouTube channel, I need more paper. And so I'm hoping this will last me for the whole year, okay? If not, we'll move on, but I just simply earmarked a certain amount of paper. I made tabs, honestly, with my punch, a piece of scrap paper, this was Webster's Pages, double-sided, and I like using heavy-duty cardstock for my tabs, for my notebooks, because they last a little bit longer. And then I simply just printed out my categories: month, layout / story, supplies, quotes. My second book is series, and then my last one is ideas. Okay, so of course with the ideas, I left the most paper. Okay. So in my month Scrappy Notebook category is simply a piece of paper, and it is marked January, and it goes clear up till May, September. Every month of the year is already designated with a page, and then I will come in here and write down what I plan or what I want to do for the month. And you can see on January, look, that's a lot, okay? But just because it's on here doesn't mean I might get to it, but at least it's in my thought. And then I'm the type of person, whatever did not get accomplished, I simply will transfer it to the next month. If it doesn't get to that month, I keep on going. And look, there's already into March, and there's April planning. Yes, I'm already planning for National Scrapbook Day. Yes, I always have a lot going on. So of course you see in February what they say, load. Yes, so I know I'm going to spend a lot of time with the load event. And so that is what I do. I simply just have one piece of paper, what I want to focus on for the month. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but it made the list. At least I'm thinking about it. My second category is layout and story ideas, and I simply just come back here and write down whatever layout I want to do or a story idea, that type of thing. And at one time I had 4 or 5 pages of layout and story ideas, and this is what I'm down to. And I just added a few of these this last I think 2 or 3 weeks, and so I love that. A couple of those came from my subscribers. They gave me some ideas. Okay, and then of course supplies. Okay, now I talked about this a few days ago, because in the supplies, this is a new series and something I'll talk about coming on the channel, and of course that was Scrap Spin. But in my supplies is that I have my main supplies, my other supplies, and my techniques, and this helps me focus on what I already have and things I want to do. And I will have that video listed below, and it's titled Scrap Spin. And then along with this, okay, I also have my wish list, because I am in a spending freeze for the entire year. I mean, zero, zilch, nothing. So when I see something I want, I'm going to just come back here and put it on my wish list. And I already know there's like, how many, 4 things. And here it is, what, the middle of January, and I already have 4 things. But I can tell you there's 3 things on this list. Well, I'll say 2 for sure, that at the end of the year I will be stopping everything and I will be buying it. And it will be the Cartabella Flower Market that will be coming up in a few weeks. It's got a new release. And then Simple Stories Spring Farmhouse. That has already made my wish list. So I'm going to definitely, beg somebody for a gift card at Christmas next year, this coming year. And then that's what I'm going to get. And then my last one is quotes. And I guess I didn't have anything. Oh, yes. And so quotes is, I started my quotes back here, okay, when I first started my notebook. And I already knew this was not going to be enough. So, of course, I made mine. And I just write down quotes, okay? That's what I do anytime I come up on a quote, okay? Yeah. My daughter gave me one not so long ago, and it says, the awkward moment you want to laugh, but it's completely inappropriate. So I put that. So yes, I did add a few more papers to quotes, and I have some I need to transfer over. But that is one part of my Scrappy notebook. But I'm going to call this my entire Scrappy notebook. It just has to be in 2 parts, because it's what I have. Didn't want to spend anything. Now in supplies, something else that you could include in your Scrappy notebook for supplies is if you have something in your space and you have it organized in such a way you have to remember how it is. And I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. And for me, I have three things. I have little diagrams, so I have to know what it is. And one of them is my thicker bins. I have 6 thicker bins, and the way I have them stacked on top of each other, I don't have them labeled. So I just have a little diagram to tell me what they are, and I keep this in right there at my desk, because if they're in my notebook, sometimes my notebooks get buried. So I just have a little cue card to tell me where my thickers are, and then also to my stamps. I'll be talking about that in just a minute. And then on the back also too, I have my wood veneer stored in a certain way. So these are my little cue cards for certain supplies I have in my space that I need to remember how they are. I did not put this in my notebook, and nor have I ever included it in my notebook, because sometimes my notebook may not be right with me when I scrap, which is a habit I need to get out of. I need to just carry this around with me, because I think I spend more time in this notebook than I do my own planner. Yes, some of you know what I'm talking about. Do you use scratch paper and just a raggedy old notebook sometimes more than you use your planner? Yes, because planners were not made for ideas. They're just made to plan. And once I got out of that mentality, because I kept looking and buying, planner after planner after planner, and then I realized it's because a planner is not what I need. I need a notebook. I just need blank pieces of paper, and then I will make my own tabs. Thank you very much. That's how I did. That has helped me over the last couple of years. When I got out of that planner mentality and started finding just a notebook and making it a place to plan. Okay. Then my second part of my Scrappy notebook is series, and this is different. This is just, I really don't want to show too much, but I have some layout. So there's some more quotes. So I have some layout, I'm sorry. I have a different series happening here, and I have new series coming up, and so this will be like a concept planner where different series that I'm thinking about or working on. And then also too, when I start working on the series, I have actual class notes that I have to write up for content. Otherwise I go down too many rabbit holes, and so this is where that will be, rather than just keep grabbing scrap pieces of paper. And then of course all my ideas, I mean, just where my mind doesn't stop. Whenever someone gives me a suggestion, or I think of an idea, or maybe a video I want to do, or different things coming up, I will simply come back here. And this is basically my scratch piece of paper. This is what, instead of having all these post-it notes, and these little tablets, and these little journals, yeah, I just have a category in my Scrappy notebook. So I no longer just have to grab for a piece of paper. I just need to find my tab and write in it. So that is my Scrappy notebook for 2019. Honestly, what is it? I wish it was a 5-subject notebook. Couldn't get to that point. I'm not spending any money. My spending freeze is, I'm taking it very serious this year. Not spending a single penny. And yes, a 5-subject notebook fit into the crafty, section. I said, no, I'm not paying for that. And so I just used what I had and divvied it up into 6 groups for me. My monthly planning, my layout ideas, my supplies, my quotes, a place to always put all those quotes that you see, you want to think about, reflect on, and then you just read them and you forget about them. I love writing quotes. And then sometimes too, when I send cards, I'll look in my quote section of my notebook, and then I'll just put a quote that I think might be encouraging to them. And then also too, for my series, this is basically just for YouTube. If I did not have the YouTube channel, this probably wouldn't be a category I would have. And then also to ideas. Ideas for me basically is just a running list of things that pop in my head, and every so often I look at that and I'll go through that. Okay, so that is just a quick look at my Scrappy notebook. Didn't spend a single piece of penny. My tabs came out of scrap piece of paper, and then I just printed out my categories. Feels so much better to have this all in one notebook in one place. I'll put it that way. I have all my ideas in one place. Now, as far as when I create content, as far as the technical side of things, that did not make my Scrappy notebook, because that indeed in and of itself is an entirely different notebook. Yes, okay. And then also too, we'll be talking about our photo series that's going to be coming up in just a couple days, and you'll see that my photos, and when I talk about photos and share about photos, that is another whole notebook as well, okay? Because photos, that's a whole different life. Yeah, that's a whole different category of life right there. It's dealing with photos. So some things do not make my Scrappy notebook because they already have their own separate notebook. Okay, so I wanted to share that. If you have a Scrappy notebook that you use, please list what your groupings is in your Scrappy notebook, or how do you categorize things that you want to remember? How do you categorize your projects you want to do? Things like that. And how do you plan your work when it comes to in the Scrappy world, okay? And do you keep your Scrappy life separate from your personal life? A few years ago, I realized I had to do that because I was looking for a planner that would help me with my Scrappy life, and it didn't work. And so I kept buying planner after planner, and then I realized I just simply needed a notebook. I just needed some blank pieces of paper, and then of course, made my own tabs. Okay, so that is what I wanted to show. I hope that was a little bit helpful, and please share below how do you do this? How do you keep all of your ideas and your projects and your plans in your Scrappy life? How do you do that? Okay, do you have a planner that works for you? Please share below, because we can all learn from each other. Yes, so that is all I have today for RTS. Come back, because you never know what we're gonna do. Bye.